been the difference so far in this fight week since you got down there, other than the fact I'm talking to you while you're wearing a mask during a virtual media day? What are some of the other differences that you've seen once you arrived at the hotel?
It's just more calm. Like obviously we know we're fighting, but it doesn't feel like fight week. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just calm. Like it's deserted, which is actually kind of peaceful to me. There's no fans waiting for us, so there's nobody that's really outside coming in. So I think that's for me that's the biggest difference. Besides being tested and having a 6-inch heat tip going up your nose.
Thank you. Next, we have Caroline Pierce with BT Sport. You've been unmuted.
Recently that this is sort of Triple C version 2.0. So what upgrades have you made from the original model that we've been used to seeing?
I've gone cringier, if you haven't noticed. You see my last post that I'm willing to marry Jose Aldo if I have to get him out here. So that's and I think I view the sport a lot different since my last fight. I've coming off an injury and being out for close to a year. I think it's only opened my eyes to a lot of new things, and so got to know myself and my style more. So that's the Triple C you guys are going to see on Saturday night.
Talking of the Triple C and the cringe and all that kind of like persona that you portray, Dominick Cruz did a bit of a character assassination of you on Ariel Helwani's show, basically saying you do that to hide the real you or not knowing who the real you is. I mean, what do you say to that?
I think I don't know what to say about that. I think cringe is a new cool. I think I've always been a little cringe, a little bit of cool. If anything, I think it's the person that you are. And you just amplify a little bit. Of course, man, Dominick Cruz is he's like a used car salesman. He's got to say anything to grab you guys' attention, just like Triple C. So Dominick Cruz can say what he wants, but at the end of the day, he's gonna have to step into that octagon with the food. He's gonna have to show with his action.
You guys will definitely be throwing down on Saturday night. You've called out Dom in the past. You've said that he was your number one choice, but at the same time you've referred to him as a tune-up fight, and that he's kind of lucky or hit the jackpot in getting this fight. Do you still feel this way? Do you still feel he's a tune-up fight, or are you taking him seriously as a genuine contender for your bantamweight belt?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm expecting the best Dominick Cruz out. I'm in the reason why I became successful all these years. Don't allow that cringe to fool you. But at the same time, I'm a very powerful-minded human being, so I'm expecting the best Dominick Cruz to come on Saturday night, but I hope he also expects the best Triple C to come on. When I'm firing at all cylinders, I don't think there's any human being, not even Francis Ngannou.
You feel like you could take on Francis, like get done with Dominic and then step in there with Francis?
Why not? Bring him out. Bring out that French fry.
Look, you know from the past what Dominic brings, the caliber of fighter he is, former champion himself. What do you have to do? What do you have to showcase to make sure you're the one that gets the win?
Patience, skills, sticking to the game plan, adjusting in the fight. I mean, in the fight, there's a lot of things. Obviously, you're the captain inside the octagon. Like, you can listen to your coaches all you want, but you also got to listen to your abilities and the stuff that's in front of you. Strength, the opportunities, and threats. So it's a mixture of a lot of things. I think that's what's separated me against a lot of the best guys in the world is the fact that I'm able to make that switch. A lot of people continue to keep getting hit in a certain area, they'll keep taking it. Where in my sense, I can take it, but I could also adjust it. I can also give it well taken.
And it's a great backstory. You're both from Arizona. You do have a certain amount of history training in the same state, etc., the same team, wrestling. How does this story end for you? You get to fight one another now. If you were to write this story right now, how you want it to play out perfectly on Saturday night, what does it look like?
Yeah, I don't want it to play out perfectly with my hand being ready. Getting the job done. At the end of the day, people a lot of times talk about the journey. It's a lot of times about the competition. Overall objective is to get your hand. That's what I envision.
But have you visualized a specific finish, a submission, a knockout? Anything that would really put the cherry on top of the cake?
Yeah, knockout would be nice. I'm ready for 25 minutes if that's how long it goes. I'm ready for 2 minutes. I'm ready for 1 minute. I'm ready for 25. Really, I'm looking to stop him. That's my overall my goal.
And how does it feel to be part of sporting history here, with this global pandemic going on and everything going on in the world, that you get to be a part of something that's going to be bringing entertainment and joy to so many people that are craving sport right now?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. First of all, I'd like to say that I was the first athlete last year to inaugurate the ESPN, the fight card against TJ. Now I'm again going back and looking into history. I'm part of one of the biggest cards the entire year, maybe of the UFC. Being part of this time where people are going through turmoil from the unemployment and famine and whatnot, to be able to entertain people. So that means a lot to me.
Well, thank you and best of luck.
Boxing Farms didn't have a Cinco de Mayo card this past weekend, so maybe we can bring something for Cinco de Mayo this Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what else is there, man, to do? I mean, grew up on Cinco de Mayo. Obviously, I have Mexican heritage. I'm an immigrant son. Both my parents are Mexican. To me, even though we weren't able to celebrate the holiday, we did. It's just gonna come a little later, the 9th. Hope everybody likes goat, because that's what I'm gonna be served.
Okay, next up we have Nolan King with USA Today.
Hey, Henry, appreciate you taking the time out today, man. Just got a couple of quick ones for you. First thing, you described what the fight week experience has been like for you thus far, and I know that as we get closer to the fight, the UFC's made some adjustments too in order to put in some safety precautions. No stare downs. You guys are going to have to go to the arena, sooner. Are you a guy that's able to adjust that a little bit, on the fly? Is that something that you think will throw you off at all, or?
No, not at all. I think, at the end of the day, I know what I got to do. At the end of the day, the job is, a lot of people talk about the journey, but they forget the destination. What's the destination? The destination is to win and compete. And that's how I see it. So it doesn't matter if there's 2 people in the stands or nobody in the stands. If there's 2 billion people in the stands, I got to get the job done.
And from a technical standpoint, this matchup, everybody knows Dominick's movement and his footwork is something that's unique. And do you feel like that's something that you're going to be able to figure out quickly, or do you think it will take a little bit of adjustment to kind of get that down?
Oh, I've trained for it. It's like you have to, in order to understand the funk, you got to train for it. So I've trained for it. I've done everything in my powers to understand it. There's a game plan set in place. I don't just fight people. I game plan for everybody. I fight everybody different. People try to break me down. Just like, oh, you're wrestling the crap out of you. He didn't strike you. I'm just, I guess I'm a chameleon. I have that ability to make adjustments, especially I expect the best Dominick Cruz to come out, but I just hope he can handle all the triples.
And my last question for you: there's been a lot of talk about your legacy, and you're taking these legacy fights. Do you feel like that this is going to be something where you try to bang this all out quickly, like you go for the legends first, and then you get these other contenders in, or do you think that you'll kind of insert the contenders like that the Aljamains and the Jans and the Sandhagens, those kind of guys? Do you think you'll sprinkle them in too?
Yeah, eventually. But tell those dudes to wait in line. Tell me who they beaten. Like Peter Yan, all these dudes, they've already sure to fight each other to really make a number 1 contender. Because I knocked out the number 1. So if they continue to keep crying, call each other out, man, make a storyline, build fights, Jesus. As of right now, this is why I'm calling out legends, man. Because these dudes have paid their dues in this. Dominick Cruz and Jose Aldo.
He's come off 11-month layoff because of your shoulder surgery. He's coming off almost 4 years off. Do you believe in ring rust? Is that a potential factor in this fight?
Yeah, hold on one second. Yeah. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, no worries. We'll be cool. I guess to a certain extent, man. To a certain extent, I've been out for a year. You know what I'm saying? But he's been out for about 3 years and 4 months. So, yeah, there is a bit of a reason. But it all depends on the individual too and their preparation. But I'm also here to prove that wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm also here to beat Martin to completely take him out.
You obviously have a goal of setting a tremendous legacy in your career. You mentioned obviously Dominick Cruz, former champion, Jose Aldo. You mentioned even going to featherweight for Alexander Volkanovski. But about 7 months from now, TJ Dillashaw will finally reach the end of his suspension. And before he got suspended, the plan was after you beat him for the flyweight title, you were going to rematch him for the bantamweight title. Is that a fight that still do you want to revisit just to cement your legacy, because you never got a chance to fight him at bantamweight, or does the suspension change your attitude about pursuing that fight?
People will never know until you're cheated on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an honor to fight somebody in the octagon. I don't know. I almost feel embarrassed. Like, I feel dirty even talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's anything in my heart that I even want to fight that. I really don't. You shake hands with somebody, you guys go out to compete, next you know he's on some shit. EPO where you can't get tired, the same thing that last Armstrong was on. I don't even think I will ever want to fight that dude like that. And I truly mean that. He's got to get his mind right. He's got to be fair. He's got to go through the line. Who knows how long he's been doing this for? It's unfortunate, but that's just my honest to God. That's just like what I feel like deep inside. Triple C was deep inside. I don't even know if I could stand next to him and do a stare down. It's false, you know what I'm saying? And I feel weird saying all those bad things, but ask him, I'm going to tell you how I feel.